Now, 8 years ago, a statue of the Virgin Mary was sunk off the coast of Bohol in the Philippines in an attempt to dissuade the community there from dynamite fishing. The illegal practice causes huge damage to coral reefs. Now, a group called the Sea Knights, who helped to put the statue in place, have returned to assess its success. Howard Johnson reports.
Dotted across the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean are the 7,000 islands that make up the Philippines. Many of them are hours away from the mainland, and that makes policing them incredibly difficult. Joselito Cabansay knows this only too well. For years, he was a dynamite fisherman, an illegal practice that risks life and limb but rewards with lucrative catches.
Normal fishing is like earning a minimum wage salary compared to illegal fishing. That produces a large sum of fish. Fishermen see it as a jackpot income.
In 2010, dynamite fishing was so widespread that the local authorities and a group of faith-inspired divers called the Sea Knights decided to take action. They placed a statue of the Virgin Mary at a site where most of the explosions took place. It was hoped that the God-fearing fishing community would stop illegal activity in the presence of a religious icon. Nearly 10 years on, and the Sea Knights have returned to the statue.
Let's put ourselves in the presence of our Lord, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Aside from paying their respects to the Virgin Mary today and laying flowers at her feet, biologists within the group will also be looking to assess the health of the coral down there to see if it's improved since their last visit. As we descended towards the Virgin Mary, it became clear that the statue's appearance had undergone a dramatic change. It's now entirely covered in coral. After praying, the Sea Knights cleaned the statue, removing barnacles and limpets. Back on the surface, I spoke to the group's marine biologist. So around the statue, what was the state of the coral like?
They're also growing.
So positive signs today?
Yeah, that's a positive sign.
The local authorities say the Virgin Mary has reduced the number of dynamite fishers from hundreds to just a handful. But with limited resources, it's unlikely that illegal fishing can be totally eradicated. Despite this, the Sea Knights continue their work in the community to raise awareness about marine conservation. They'll be back in September to celebrate the Nativity of the Virgin Mary. Howard Johnson, BBC News, Bohol in the Philippines.
Great pictures. Well, do stay with us. We've got lots more coming up.